I know for sure what I'm about to tell you is boring, but it will make you better and more videos on YouTube. My name is Bobby, and I'm a Swift UI iOS software developer and strategist, and I've built an ecosystem of 13 apps for creators and creator entrepreneurs to optimize their time and grow the revenue. Most of the time, the boring stuff isn't what we want to do, but usually is what will bring in the results over time. Let me explain. So I've found as a solo creator that pre-production and post-production is the most time-consuming element of video creation. Now, the idea doesn't really take too long to come up with, but it's the implementation of the idea that actually does. So in order to get around that, you will need some sort of system to remedy that. Now, I started with Notion a few years back to pretty much organize all of my ideas. And I quickly found that even though Notion was great, it was still taking me so long in my production process. Plus, it wasn't really that visual, not enough for me anyway, as that's what I tend to lean towards. And I wasn't getting the best out of the systems that I actually built. Now, many people will say, just use a Google spreadsheet to organize your ideas. And that's totally fine if you're a robotic type of creator who just wears t-shirts every day. But that isn't me. Okay, so I'm an original creator, meaning I didn't quit a corporate job after years of frustration. I've been creating since I was a child. So great design and visuals are all too important to me. And that's how I work, and the level of work I do is based on that. So spreadsheets are a thing of the past, and they're not optimal for a creator. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm creating videos, I value speed in the creation process. So the system should reflect that. Personally, I use Brilliant Video for iPad for all of my script writing, including this one, proofreading, idea creation, thumbnail design review, and all things relating to YouTube. And at the time of writing this script, I'm already on script number 3 in 2 hours because the system allows speed for creation. Batch writing, batch recording are very useful methods because you essentially front load the boring repetitiveness by writing for hours, designing for hours, and then recording for hours, and then editing for hours to get a bunch of content that then can be automated and scheduled at a later date. So I was looking at this analysis as I wanted to know what would it take for me to hit 100 long form videos on this channel based on my current level of output, which is around 4 videos a month. And I needed to see what additional levels of output would be required of me. Then the penny finally dropped, right? I knew it would be boring at first, but it would make me better and more videos in the long run. So at my current pace, I'd hit 100 videos, wait for it, by January 2027. So at my current pace, I'd hit 100 videos by January 2027, which is 4 videos per month, which is just under 2 years from now. 6 videos per month would take till August 2026. 8 videos per month would take me till April 2026. 10 videos per month would take me until January 2026. 12 videos per month would take me until November 2025, and 16 videos per month would get me to that goal by September 2025. That's insane. So you can see how the compound effect takes place from a time perspective just by increasing the amount of videos released per week. So I've learned from working in technology that iteration is key, and testing and changing ideas quickly to get to the end result. And I believe the same applies with YouTube and making videos, because if we believe making 100 videos is the benchmark, right, before analyzing our performance and seeing how well we've done, which I believe is true for building a successful YouTube channel, then it would make sense to get to that number sooner rather than later. I mean, I don't really want to wait till January 2027 to find out how well I've done, right? And systematically, dependent on your situation, work-wise and budget-wise, if there is one, right, will clearly determine how many videos you can produce and release in a week. However, taking a free day, maybe like a Saturday, and just sitting down and doing the boring stuff could be quite productive in the long run. And for clarity, right, when I say boring stuff, what I mean is sitting down, doing nothing else than writing, designing, recording, editing. Not scrolling on social media feeds, no SMS or WhatsApp, not watching other people's YouTube, even though they're your favorite channels. No, just sit and do the work. That's the boring stuff. By doing this, in turn, it will make you more videos and better videos because they will be condensed ideas that you can measure accurately over time. And doing one video at a time, I've found, just isn't the most optimal output. I'll be honest with you. Usually writing on a Saturday morning when I have no other distractions, I can get the most done. And if I just sit in my bed, pull out the iPad, and just go through my title ideas and start writing, putting keystrokes to text field, then I can get so much done. And this is most of the core writing work done already. So I tend to script my videos because I just don't like waffling and freestyling in my videos. And partly it takes even longer to edit because I have to cut out all of the yapping and mistakes. And two, it's more professional that way when it's scripted. Now, the skill with script writing is to get great at the delivery of the script. So it just doesn't seem like you're just reading from the teleprompter. And that's why many creators avoid it because they don't want to get good at that particular skill due to some sort of, vulnerability or insecurity. However, I know script writing will make you a better YouTuber and media executive in the long term. And think about it this way. Would you pay to watch a movie, right, where all the actors were just winging the words and saying all the time, and you had to listen to so many awkward pauses? No, you wouldn't. You would walk out straight away and say, I want my money back. So think of your YouTube delivery the same. It takes skill to also talk freely without a script and no yapping without excessive cuts in the edit. But for the most part, what you are viewing, if it's not a script, is a loose script and pointers to keep the creator on target. This is just pretty much standard practice today. Batch writing, batch recording, batch designing, and batch editing for those in the early stages of your YouTube journey is the best method to save time in the long run. You don't really want to be doing reactive type production, okay? So take a more scheduled and methodical approach to your channel. Treat it like a business, not just a place to express random ideas with zero structure. Treat it like a network, and you won't throw up just any old thing onto it. So if you just think about your 100 video goal and what it will take to reach that number, then simply reverse engineer the steps like I showed you earlier with my goal of getting to 100 long form videos on the channel. And then you're going to see that the boring way will make you better videos and more videos. And if you want to know how I automate and structure my video production, then watch this video right here. This is where I deep dive into brilliant video for iPad. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you liked the video.